comes to the microphone to read a piece by Jacqui C from the Queen's Adult Learning Center, My Promise.
My Promise. Visualize for a moment an image. A father and mother in the kitchen with great sadness on their faces because the father looked for better opportunities and a better future for his family. He had to go away from his home. This is the beginning of this story. When he arrived to go away, his daughter arrived early from school. The little girl saw a suitcase at the front door. It was the same suitcase they always used when they went to visit her grandparents who lived in another city, or when they went someplace else. And she began to ask her parents, "Where are we going?" Well, the mother tried to contain her emotions, but she couldn't. And with tears in her eyes, she took her daughter to her room. But the little girl wanted to know what happened. She saw that her parents were very sad, and she began to cry and cry, and at the same time asked many questions. Why? Why is this suitcase at the front door? But nobody answered her. Dad tried to say something, but he couldn't, and he began to cry with strong emotion when he saw his little girl so confused and scared. He tried to speak, but his words could not come out of his mouth. He sighed deeply and said, "I love you, my little girl. But Dad has to go to work for 1 year in another city." While her father said those words, the little girl couldn't understand why her dad had to go away. And she continued to cry and cry without consolation. "As soon as possible, I will try to send for you and your mom when I get stabilized. And then we will be together. I promise, this is a short separation." When her father finished speaking, they heard a horn. It was the taxi the company sent him to take him to the airport. The little girl ran into the kitchen, and her father thought that his daughter didn't want to see him go away, so he said to his wife, "This is the best way for us, and never forget, I love you more than my life." Kissed his wife. When her father entered the taxi, the little girl ran to him with something in her hand. And she hugged her father. She gave him a big kiss. And then she put something in his hand. The mother and the little girl hugged each other while they said goodbye to him when the taxi drove away. When the father couldn't see them in the distance, he opened his hand and he looked at what his daughter had put in his hand. It was a drawing that she did of her dad, mom, and herself. And with that, also the most important treasure, her favorite origami, the white dove. And with tears in his eyes, the father made another promise to work very hard, and one day, not too far, he will be able to have his family together as soon as possible.
Hi, my name is Jacqueline Calderon. I'm from Peru. Now I'm here. So I say thank you to Symphony Space for this opportunity, especially for people from other countries. This opportunity is great because you feel great and you feel big now. So thank you, my teacher, for inspiring me to do this writing contest. To my husband for always supporting me and pushing me for doing everything. So thank to my classmates too, because when you stay in one environment, friendly and happy, you learn like this. Everything is possible in this country. Everything is possible if you have the attitude for do it. Thank you so much.
My name is Enrique Arana. I am you Symphony and Theory Space for opportunity. Give me for the New York City Department of Education, being a good learning center for writing my story. Thank you, Michael, for reading my story. Thank you, my teacher, for teaching me the English that I speak. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dalia Rodriguez. I wrote the poem Any Book. Thank you, Symphony Space, for giving us, the student, the opportunity to write in your program. And thank you to my teacher, Miss Guzman, of my school, Mid-Manhattan at the Learning Center. It is a good experience for me because this poem is my first baby, was born in the United States of America. And